This is the result of my sourdough bread using the KitchenAid machine. I started baking a few years ago, initially did everything by hand, but I have to admit it's time consuming and messy, and this machine is doing as well. You have to start with a sourdough starter. I use an old yogurt maker to warm it up. I get it out in the morning, mix half water, half flour and add it in. Make sure your pot is big enough, otherwise this is happening. I like to start with water, 750 gram in the bottom of the bowl, add about 350 gram whole wheat flour and then 650 to make a kilo of bread flour. This is before I start. I use the dough hook. I mix it first, then I add about 250. I like to add a little bit more of starter. I mix it in, and after a few minutes I put in 20 grams of salt and then mix for 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes you can see that the gluten has started to make mixing, and I'm showing this video here so you can see the consistency of the dough. Make sure that you don't add the salt in together with the starter. Mix it first so that it blends in with the dough, and then add the salt. And then after 5 minutes it should look like this. Then you put it about 45 minutes in. In the winter time I use the oven to create a warm environment. This is after one time. You can see small bubbles forming. And let me show you, after 45 minutes you get it out and you basically have to flip it over. I have a special scraper I use for this. So you just flip it over a couple of times and put it back in a warm place. In the summer it's not necessary to use the oven down here in California. And if you do this about 3 times 45 minutes, you can see the bubbles form. Then you need to prepare your bread basket. I use a tea cloth which I sprinkle with some flour so that it doesn't stick. And then before mixing, what you see here is I'm splitting it in two. So 1 kilo of flour will create 2 breads. So after you have created 2 portions, you mix it up. Then you put the 20 minutes. I put a little bit of sprinkle a little bit of flour on top and put a cloth on top of it. I'm showing this on a video so you can kind of see what the consistency is. So after you've done this, leave it for about 20 minutes and then you're ready to put it into the bread baskets. So I get my dough starter out in the morning, create this and then mix it in the evening. So here you flip it over after the 20 minutes and then you fold it double, or you fold it inwards 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, or sometimes 5 if it doesn't work, and then you lift it in your bread basket. You can see it's quite you can see the consistency. And then I fold the tea cloth table to close it and put it in the refrigerator for about overnight. In the morning I get my Dutch ovens out, 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and here you can see the bread in the morning. So I use baking paper. It makes it a lot easier to clean up. Flip over the bread basket. I'm showing it here so you can see the consistency. And after you've done it, you need to score it so that if the bread rises, it creates the nice breaking lines. I'd like to do the simple one just 3 times. In the meantime, my pans are hot. They are at 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I just drop it into the pan. After putting it in the pan, I immediately put the lid and it goes in the oven for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes I remove the lid for another 15 minutes, and in the last 20 minutes I use aluminum foil to prevent it from getting too brown. This is it. Good luck!